Hey guys, let's go play Roblox. Yippee! Alright, I'm gonna play Roblox. Alright, okay. Escape Angry Head. You don't understand me. You'll never. Okay, I'm gonna jump y'all. Okay. Yes. What the Wait to make an angry face. Go on, go. Okay, oh, hey. Go. This sucks. What the no? Come on. Go. Okay, and then it's escaped. Lucy, can you see? What? Okay, man. Naughty. Don't I angry in your face. Okay. Go. Come on, go. Hey, is it?
Legacy Games is one of the most disturbing franchises.
You sucks.
Today is not the day for that. What initially appears as a
Coins?
colorful set of
100. I got 22. That's my best year. Come on, bro.
So you know about those mockbusters
You
like
are
Candy
3.
Fighter or Ratatouille, right? Hope I'm not the first one to tell you
Okay.
about any of this.
Baho. This sucks. No, I don't want to. No. Go. Yes. I would.
Those mockbusters like Little Panda Fighter or Ratatouille, right? Hope I'm not the first one to tell you about any of this.
What the fuck?
For a second,
What the
these
fuck?
companies made our
What?
so direct that they could trace back to the exact image.
Stop barking for wrong. I don't know. Okay.
Once upon a time, there
Yes,
was
I
a
gotta
show
do
called
this to
Miracle
pace.
Star. It was a Chinese
I
show
gotta
about
do this
the
to
adventures
stage
of
2.
his adopted frog
Yes.
brother. Now, I will admit,
Yes.
I was a little skeptical at first back
Okay.
then, and I wanted to
Okay.
make sure that it was
Okay.
a copy rather than us
Yay,
making
got ya.
sense of something that was just
Yeah.
incidental. But
Okay,
no, as a
climb.
Gumball fan, some of
Climb.
these visuals on the
Yes.
screen should seem
Yes.
oddly familiar.
Yes.
If you're not a Gumball fan, the
Yes.
comparisons make it seem like there's more than just a
But
simple
no,
coincidence.
I don't want to go
Consider this
there.
an unofficial versus. I originally did not intend going into fully compare both, but I figured in order to show you how great the copycat is, I would have to tell you about Miracle Star in detail. So in its usual fashion, the episode starts out swinging. Cowboy caviar?
Go.
Eggs from cowboys?
One thing about the Amazing World of Gumball is that it is undeniable. The show goes out of its way to include a lot of jokes in each episode. Even in episodes like Parents, which I covered a while back, episodes that are considered more serious in comparison.
Guys, go.
Really funny and makes it one after the other. And it actually introduced the imitators quite early in the episode.
Saga Fula.
Ridicule,
Where's the
roast,
Saga?
and respond to what we believe to be Miracle Star. Gumball reacts to what hot dogs are really made of, to look it up, and a certain oddly similar duel comes around.
Ew, look at this one, Ribbon.
Bro, man. Come on.
What is going on?
Go.
What is going on here?
In the wild world of Gumball, things like this aren't as odd as they seem, which means
Oh!
a rather lukewarm reaction to this. This is the same world that forcefully
Okay.
erases boring characters
Got
and
that.
sends them to a place
Go,
that is
go,
incredibly
bro.
hard to even get into. In a sense, while unique as
Okay,
this
okay,
is,
okay,
it was
okay.
made for shows like The Amazing World of Gumball.
Shut the
Commentary and love stories that to the highest degree. So to have a show
Bro!
miles and miles
Bro, stop.
That's the equivalent of like if someone
Bro,
were
fuck,
playing a
man.
parent, it's like you're made to do this. As Gumball and Dora tell their parents, Nicole and Richard are very skeptical at
Let me
first.
see.
Until they notice the imitators don't stop at the children.
Okay.
There they are.
Now, oh my God, not man.
By the
We.
way, it is crucial to the episode that the reaction to these imitators should
What is
seem
their
both
hole?
reasonable
What a-
and entertaining. If it was just reasonable but not entertaining, then it wouldn't warrant being made into a cartoon. But if
Why
it
is he
was
tell-
entertaining but not reasonable,
Hello,
then it
guys.
would be
Welcome to stage 2. I'm gonna escape from my classroom for teacher. Alright.
Yes, clowns are for
Let's go. Yay. Please like and subscribe. Baby, help me. Alright. So there's oh wait.
Brandish as petty or boring or mean-spirited is because of this important thing. The show knew when to laugh at itself.
This
I don't
elf
know.
is attention of the center. He is serious. Don't you trust him? A heavy party love hero with powerful personality defectives.
Okay. Alright, there's a little.
That makes no sense.
Imagine a
This
scenario in
is
which
a
two YouTubers
secret.
exist
Oh.
within their own separate
Ah!
servers.
Do I agree, teacher?
Tiny raid, nothing too bad about
Not
it.
nothing
Like
too
one,
bad.
two,
Alright.
5 people, 5-person raid. And it's
60,
dealt with pretty quickly.
50.
You know, it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
It doesn't really affect anything
Alright.
long term. YouTuber A makes a tiny
Go
joke
sit
about it,
down.
doing something
Go
like
sit
pretending to
down.
a talent show, and each of the raiders trying to be funny and getting booed
Come
out of
on.
the server. YouTuber B boots them immediately and then goes on a wild rant about being harassed and makes a video to post to their main channel.
Yes.
Now you may think that YouTuber A incentivizes more raiders to come due to their accepting attitude about it, but it's actually YouTuber B in
Yes.
most cases that causes the loop of
Yes,
more raids
yes,
due to
yes,
the fact that
it
a lot
would.
of raids are rooted in getting that kind of reaction. And creating said video would just amplify something
I
that a
don't
lot of
care.
people didn't even know about. You think people were speedrunning getting banned from Yandere Dev's Discord because of its chill and relaxing community? The Copycats is an episode
no.
laughing at this exchange, and they never come across
No! No!
Titans Roar was 11 minutes of the
Okay,
show being
okay,
jaded
okay,
that it
let
isn't
me
a beloved reboot.
Oh.
To say that
Okay! Yo, naughty
someone
teacher.
actually is making a very harsh
Making
video
murder.
about you or doing something that actually does harm and affect you,
Murder.
that you should make a joke out of it and laugh it off. A lot of
Shut
times,
up.
jokes don't help.
Don't
But in
go,
this
go,
case,
go,
the
dude,
idea
go.
of having a isn't the end of the world, nor does it hurt the brand
Alright,
of
there,
Gumball.
no.
People, at least in the western side of the world,
Just
know
don't
that
forget
this
that
isn't
you
really gonna
subscribe
change
it for here.
Who cares if she's annoying? You? What's my doppelganger like?
No, no, no.
Because women don't write the songs.
No. Oh,
It is important to note that both here and in Miracle Star, there's no daughter. Now, I don't know if it's because of what this episode implies, the two-child policy, or because they didn't want to animate another person. This is crucial, because
This-
Anais plays a straight man or straight girl, the chaos that is about to ensue. However, before we are formally introduced to the imitations, let's introduce ourselves
You
to the
okay, baby?
source of the imitation. The premise is simple. Fake Gumball and fake Darwin want to become big eaters, specifically after being told by their mother what a big eat is. I'm also going off of a sub, not a dub, so if anything I say is inaccurate, or if that's not exactly what they say, I'm
Come
only
on,
going
go,
off of how the sub
Come on,
translated
go.
the audio. And by the way, no, I'm not calling them by their names in this review, especially Miracle, because it'd be a miracle if I even get through this. Now, that could be an interesting concept, not a one-to-one, but there was an episode of Gumball, the Ghost, and
Oh my
to
goodness.
feel and enjoy the sensation
Oh
of
my
eating
God,
again,
this
given
is
that
not
she's a ghost
good.
and she cannot feel that sensation anymore. However,
Alright.
here they're inspired to do it just because kids
Alright, man.
is against the idea of finding it bringing
Look,
shame
look,
to
where
their
is
name.
he?
However, fake Richard just so
Where does
happens
it
to have
go?
tickets to a real-life eating competition. Apparently, within the world of Miracle Star, Microsoft Windows is canon, so that's where all of Bill Gates' donation money is
Okay.
made from. If you're a fan of Gumball, you probably have seen where the inspiration comes for in this scene.
Chucky, ah!
Use the computer, the color schemes of the room, and everything else here just screams, I watched Gumball, and I don't have that much money to recreate it, but I'm gonna try anyway. One positive thing I can
Come on.
say about Miracle Star is that it showed me...
Ah! Man.
It's really obvious what's what, and
Okay,
it just makes it all
teacher,
look happy.
teacher,
And you just look
teacher,
at the
teacher,
Gumball,
teacher,
which if this
teacher,
family
teacher,
depicted,
teacher.
Nicole is super lenient in this episode. I'm gonna go with episode. And there's so much to say about this scene. For one, fake Darwin would be confused as to why fake Gumball is eating so much, as if he was in a room with him 5 minutes ago wanting to become a big eater. Two, the fake Coca-Cola has Miracle Star branding. And for an imitation, you're really succeeding in imitation route of not knowing what
I'll be right back, guys. Get me right back.
its own city, its own life, and it's just that Gumball was brazen, and he felt like he needed to include himself and affect as many people as we get to see. We go from attempting to copy the writing to attempting to copy the animation.
Hey,
So
Mom!
you can guess where this scene took its lovely inspiration. Okay, done.
7%. Alright. Dude. Just not.
I know there's 1,000 things that make this better than Miracle.
Are you kidding me?
I'd be stating the obvious. The sound direction, the sound effects, the animation in general, it's all self-explanatory. But this is fake Gumball's first step into becoming a big eater. We'll see what happens once they get back over to
Goofy.
the copycats.
Let me go back.
Over to the copycats, they emphasize
see?
2 things, which makes
Yes.
them a pretty big problem
Yes.
in their world. One, they're
Yes.
rather public with their imitating
Yes.
things that happened practically years ago
Yes.
or yesterday.
Got there.
We don't know a lot of the Gumball
Okay.
timeline. But also, 2, that
Okay.
their imitations
Okay.
are rather
Got the
instant.
door.
Anything that happens
Let me
at
do
any
that
time,
again.
and if it's interesting, it'll be
DD
For
again.
example, when explaining how much dough it would take to hire a lawyer to sue, Richard realizes that it would be more dough than he can eat, which is saying something.
Filipino families report less sick days with Lysol.
Reveal your light. The iconic hair oil. Now revealing. Unforgettable shine. Beauty selected. The shine of the night.
Wait a minute. How could they copy that? It literally just happened.
Alright, so I know that this is bad and all, but I kind of want the internet that they have. Like, it can't just be me, right? They uploaded that in a minute or two. I don't even think Google Fiber is doing all of that. However, another really important thing here is that Gumball is not envious. Unlike a Tobias, Alan, or Leslie situation, where these people push his buttons to make him do things out of jealousy, envy, or to truly be the center of attention, here Gumball is just insulted by the mere just notion of these imitators. Just seeing them as beneath the Watersons, without ever really saying it. This is how you respond, because if they actually did say, quote-unquote, we're beneath you over and over, it would bring up the inevitable question of, then why did you spend months or years storyboarding and writing and animating and basically creating a response?
No!
They're beneath
No! No!
The characters are basically
I
portrayed
gotta
as
say.
people who respond to being copied. They
It's
figure
gonna
that out.
say. Let's go jump this.
My name is Gumball.
Oh my god, now go. Now, ah!
Which revolves around them accentuating
You
their personalities,
just-
traits, flaws, and all. And it really
You
shows how great
just
these
hate
characters are.
teachers apart!
If you have a solid grasp on how to do it, but wouldn't you, the other
Me.
people, also know this? Now break this up to 100, where they literally know what you're going to do as you do it, and you kind of run into an issue. It's quite clever, really, and it also brings up some philosophical questions that are way too deep for a channel like this. So in return, this is the need for animation to be within this episode.
Okay, writing clearly isn't working. Maybe we should help them find their own identities.
Why should we help those bootleg butt clowns?
In the end, isn't identity theft the
Yes.
most sincere form of
Yes.
flattery?
It's in that
Yes.
sense that those like Darwin and Nicole can ease away from being voices of
Yay!
that they're currently occupied
You
with
got
dealing with
stage
impossible
3.
enemies as being the
I gotta jump.
situation
Whee!
deal with things like
So
reason.
now.
They sing a song about being your own you. The idea that if you have your own thoughts and traits and actions and whatever, that you shouldn't copy someone else and develop your own unique identity. It's actually in the upper bound of songs that are in the show. However, a catchy song isn't going to stop these imitators as they quickly imitate
Where
this
am I?
section and post this video online, leading NAs to have an idea.
They copy literally everything. Let them copy you at their own risk.
Tuya.
at the end there that's
Alright.
so they decide the best
Alright.
course of action is to duck or fire.
I get off.
Making their lives
Get
as
away.
creatively dangerous as they can manifest, which is really
This
at the
thingy.
core of what I like about Gumball. A lot of these options are really done at their own expense,
okay.
except for the car drive,
Okay,
which look
okay,
really
man,
cool.
okay.
However, in addition to this
This is
episode
not
being so
T20.
aggro on the copy, I think it's clever that they also let Anais shine, having her display her great intellect, but also her social-based insecurities, being triggered by the fact that she wasn't included in the imposter's family, angered that they were able to easily imitate these dangerous
Okay.
actions. They
Okay.
decided to take it one step further than the near fatal actions. It's the fatal actions, if you couldn't guess. However, before we get to them, let's see what Miracle Star does that's so entertaining. So Miracle Star keeps the fun cranked to a nice 0.2 out of 10 with a fast
Alright,
but
so
not just any
I
fast.
surrender.
A
I
fast
go
that
back in.
leaves me with questions that I'm not sure
Alright,
what answers to.
alright,
First of all,
alright,
they
alright,
go
alright. I
and
make a
Darwin shower
plan.
together. And I understand in story
Belly,
why because of the spit take, but then in
wait.
the bathroom their father wants in, and I'm
Uh-huh.
like, well, apparently he wanted in to take
The how
some
you
time to
should.
explain that because he overate
The
before,
how
he's
you
gotten into the
should.
cycle of becoming too hungry to eat the amount that he normally would.
Okay,
and has
okay,
to eat
okay,
more to sustain the
okay.
feast of hunger inside of him. Thus, his secret that he wanted to tell them while they're in the bath is that he is the biggest eater, second to none. And once the
I
show
forgot
fake
the bag.
Gumball and fake Darwin,
Yeah.
he hides food around the house to eat. Besides that being more of an underwhelming moment than a funny moments with Kid Danger compilation, it's also just stupid. They're trying to tell you the
I know,
viewer
okay.
this thing is dumb, but at the same time, their father just so happens to be the best person to do it, but the mom doesn't care enough to actively be on this, and that babies cry when he eats things, which isn't what babies normally do, and then apparently he's either banned or closed down multiple restaurants,
Like that.
and this fake
Let's
Elmore,
go.
again, more
Let's
questions
go.
than answers. And it's not even worth trying
That
to figure
bit,
it all
that
out,
bit.
but let's get to this
That back
fake
here.
Elmore Junior
No,
High,
where am
which
I?
Just pause. So we have a fake Bobber, a fake Masami, fake Juke, fake Hector.
Come on,
apparently
man.
standing within the lunchroom,
Wait, to
with
get
two
out of
ghost
here.
fish, and probably some fake food that I
Alright,
can't
let's
eat.
go.
They
Wee!
don't even try to hide it. And you know
Wee!
what?
Ow!
That I can put my money where my mouth is and say that I, or more accurately, 19 and I, do better character design.
Hey, man,
but that's
can
probably
I
something
help?
in the near future. Apparently, everyone is looking around for fake Gumball, stating that he always eats a lot during lunch, which begs the question of why fake Gumball didn't know what a big eater was, or why this is the first time that it comes up. So his grand plan is to
This sucks. Alright, get out of here. No, no.
Their way of saying that this idea is going to take a toll on him is to show him watching food eat food, and not food eating what's on the picnic table. No, no, no.
Wait.
The ice cream kid is offering themselves
Alright.
to fake Leslie, the potted
Right,
broccoli.
Ben,
broccoli,
okay, Ben,
really?
okay.
The potted broccoli, because comedy? So in totally original fashion, fake Darwin
Eh.
sleeps on the bunk bed with fake Gumball. I guess IKEA was just really killing it with this sale of this specific bed. Looking up fake Gumball causes him to go into a food-induced mental breakdown where I guess he takes inspiration from the ghost and becomes this possessed form, wanting to eat the frog as he says. However, getting into the kitchen, his food-possessed rampage
Where
comes
is
to an
he?
end. It wasn't anything to
I
note, so...
see them. Okay.
一会儿大吃特吃，一会儿饿得难受，你考虑过我的感受吗？
Again, I don't know if this is a translation or this is actually what they
So
meant,
cute.
but
I like it.
technically
Yeah,
it's
do
the
you like
other way
it?
around. He starved, then
Alright.
pigged out. Unless you mean the beginning, then you're missing an extra pig out. Taking a
Thanks.
page from the Gumball book, we have organs that operate
Thanks.
under their own thoughts, feelings, and
Thanks.
miniature body parts. There's a lot of episodes that deal with
Thanks.
this, but I'd like to lean on the genius, as it seems like Miracle Star really enjoyed season 1 of Gumball. And I do too. I think it's pretty underrated, but I would never think to do this. In the genius, Gumball's brain had its own thoughts, feelings, and many body
That
parts,
was-
but it was meaningful, as Gumball wanted to become a smarter version of himself and had to literally work with his brain to achieve that. Here, it just feels so out of place, given that it just checks another box of what Gumball does, but not why they would have done it. However, because the fake Gumball's dumb stomach was told that they'd be a big eater, and apparently they really love ice cream, they decided to work together. I'm so glad they got the talk
Really
out.
love ice.
Yay! Anywho, before we get back to the battle, let's finish off the good show. Cleverly weaving through the
Show.
choice words for death and with a neat but subtle transition where at the big action scene, where not only are they marked for death if they stop, but they are marked for death if they continue driving. However, after panicking for a little bit, they do try a few options, one of which is to stop the fire, which Gumball has done a lot of things, but putting out an oil fire would not have been one of them. His lungs are just not built for that. The other is jumping, which would
Rush,
stop physics,
387.
going as fast as a truck and somehow get
No,
launched
let's
back
try.
into the truck with their seatbelts on. But hey, what I like about this is that they never really forget about their intended use.
For you guys, maybe, but not for me.
It is also necessary that Anais has this idea, and that none of the other characters simply give it to Anais to do, because she has to be in control
Lead.
for there to be no back door to copying this idea. That's why Richard, Darwin, and Gumball had ideas that didn't work that presumably the imitating family tried as well, to unsuccessful results. The writing makes logical sense, and it's not that the plan was this genius way to get around it. It was the most obvious way to fix this, in fact. But so what? It's entertaining, it makes sense, that's all I really care for. Anything more is a plus, like getting this amazing cinematography of Nicole and Anaïs's intense pair of scenes where Anais attempts to unhook the truck, as Nicole tries to keep the truck as steady as possible. Good thing they attempted to do this now instead of when they had to swerve out of the way of the bridge, or else they would have been a two-child family as well. After managing to unhook this truck, which I'd imagine would be rather hard to do while driving, they now have to trust their tires, brakes, friction, and whatever deity resides over Elmore to hope that they don't fall off of this highway and end the show prematurely.
I guess.
You guys good?
My guess is no. They're imitating dead cartoons now. Just so that we're all on the same page here, the way that they fixed this issue with these guys was just to play an expensive game of chicken, which ended up with the loser becoming so disfigured that they can't imitate anything else. Now, some may scoff at this ending, calling it a little dark or over-exaggerated, but
Wait, no, I'll break that.
Team and thus Cartoon Network puffing out their patriotic chests and spreading their bald eagle's wings and saying, and you know what? That is my energy at my core. Because guess what? Miracle Star couldn't lace up Darwin's shoes. Miracle Star couldn't handle this pressure. They're the imitator for a reason. They stick behind the leader, the innovator, that is Gumball. So after checking to see if there are any other Gumball ripoffs, they get 0 results. Luckily, there aren't any content creators on Elmore Plus that make videos on Gumball ripoffs. We'd end on Gumball and Darwin making their next voice change as the previous voice actors were being phased out due to puberty.
That'll teach them for trying to replace that. Yeah, as if anyone else could do what I do. Yeah, we're irreplaceable.
So how does Miracle Star plan to stack up to that? So everything was building up to this. If you were sitting down, you might want to stand up for this shocking news. Fake Gumball eats at an eating competition and wins. Now, do they show this eating competition? Not really. They show him winning. You see, Gumball's actions and animations would cost this thing called money, but they don't have that. And it would also require this thing called creativity, which they don't have either. However, if I were to suspend being snarky for a second and be genuine, nothing about him to like. He's just a reactionary, bland character that is the focal point, sure, but moves along to everyone else's drum. They actively go out of their way to not do anything interesting. Between fake Gumball's father being a big eater that never was built upon, or everyone at school being interested in fake Gumball, but that also not being built upon, or the fact that they look up what a big eater does and how they practice once, and then they just roll with it. What makes the copycats really good is that it is established who takes the lead and who supports the lead, with the lead being very interesting. Anais is generally a very snarky, laid-back, practical character, except when it comes to social interactions, and here she was amazing, calling the shots, but also revealing her insecurities. And the rest of the family played support, with funny jokes, a good song, and their reactions to the clear imposters. But here, the lead clearly is fake Gumball, but he sticks to the script word for word, does nothing interesting, because being interesting requires effort, which requires time and money when it comes to animation, and that's why Miracle Star can't even carry Gumball's bags. Seeing how terrible and bland this is only accentuates why the copycats is so amazing. So through ending this, fake Gumball lets his stomach take over, eating an ice cream mountain, and then the people around him except for fake Darwin, and they just recreate the soda scene again, which I guess is to prevent his stomach from bursting. So just in the fashion of this bad writing, they awkwardly use a bookend, ending this terrible 12-minute waste of my life asking where to eat, and I refuse to dignify this anymore. The winner of this kind line of verses is pretty much predictable. Of course, the Copycats is better than Miracle Star. I don't think a lot of people would disagree with that statement. And yes, I mean Miracle Star in general. And there's not much more to say except, well, is it one of the best episodes? I'd say so. I can't wait to rank it and see, because this is one of those episodes that's not only written solidly, but also funny, and it hits certain meta and dark niches, and overall it's just a prominent and significant episode in the show. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.
Okay.
Alpha out.
Oh.
Offering affordable fortified products to help close nutrition gaps of Filipinos with micronutrients such as iron, zinc, and vitamin B from Nestle.
This is the one from me. This is the one.
Today I've got one goal and one goal only: to get expelled.
Damn it.
A popular video game your children may have come across. It is free, it is online, and it allows kids
Get it.
to have
Big
more.
numbers.
Pretty disturbing.
Follow the guide arrows on the screen to saw back and forth through.
This is adult entertainment.
Damn it.
Video games first started as a niche hobby, uncommon to the general public. Now there are more than 3 billion gamers in the world, almost half of the human population. You probably
Then guess 32. Another 33. Another 34.
This is when it can really so the patient
Remember those classic
The-
online kids games? Remember those classic online kids games? Games like Pop Tropica, Toontown? They used to be massive with millions of active players, but now a lot of them are either shut down or tragically deserted. So, I'm exploring 6 of these classic games
So wait.
to see how abandoned they really are, starting with one of my all-time favorites, Pop Tropica. Oh, and to find out if there's anyone left in these games or if they're completely dead, my goal is to make a new friend in each of them, because if I can do that, I'd say it's a pretty good sign that the game still has some life left. And if I can't, then I'm considering it another abandoned game of the past. Pop Tropica is actually one of the only games that hasn't been entirely shut down. I'm thinking it should be the easiest one to find players in. This game used to be one of my favorites back in the day. You would explore these different islands around the map and do adventures on them. It was a lot of fun, and if you wanted to meet up with other players, there were common rooms on each island that you could go to, and there you could chat or play minigames with people. But I'm wondering if there will be anyone still in those common rooms today, or if they're completely empty. So I made an account and logged on, and immediately I realized that Pop Tropica is so much different from what it used to be.
Damn it.
All of the old maps that I remember aren't there anymore. Shark Tooth
Come in.
Island, Sky Island, Big Meat Island, they're all gone. And I couldn't find any of the common rooms like they had back in the day where you can meet up with people, because they've been replaced by the arcade. So I joined it, and there was literally no one there. I tried matchmaking, and in all 3 minigames, I waited like 5 minutes, and it got disconnected, and it ended the weekend too.
Damn
It's
it.
literally a ghost town. So, yeah, Africa is officially abandoned. This might be a lot harder than I thought. Next up is Club Penguin. You know it, we all know it, everyone loves it. Club Penguin, it's a banger game. And I'm sure you know that it got shut down in 2017, but I found a private server that they can still play on that is literally the original game. But the question is it going to actually be playing? Or is it a completely dead game? I actually wasn't sure what the answer would be before playing the game. Originally, I was thinking there'd still be a decent amount of players just because of how popular Code Gaming was back in the day. But whenever I joined, I did not expect this many people. Yeah, this game is still popping. But let's see if I can friend anyone. Because there's so many people, I thought it would be easy and I'd make a friend instantly. But all the people in the town seemed to be AFK or just ignored me. So I left and tried meeting people somewhere else. And the same thing just happened.
This man.
I started to wander around the map and I just went everywhere trying to see if anyone was actually playing the game or if they're just all AFK. And I went to the beach and I finally found some people talking. They were having an animal party, so I figured this was my chance. They told me in order to join I had to get an animal costume.
Give
So I
this
started grinding
57.
because I had to get enough points to buy one. These games really brought back my childhood. I played the Surf one, which is an absolute classic, Puffle Roundup, and the Minecart one, which you can get so many points from, it's actually insane. And it put me at enough to get the whole cow suit. By the time I got back to the beach, I guess the party was over.
Ah,
because
man.
dude. So I kept looking around the map to make a new friend. I wasn't having any luck, so I figured maybe I needed some help.
Then
And I found this one guy
60.
and told him about my plan and asked if he had any tips. He gave me pretty good strategy, so I was off to test the new plan.
Right, that's on the move.
So I could play card jitsu because there was no one here who wanted to play with me, and that game was like my favorite back in the day. It was so fun, and I just wanted to play it again, but literally nobody would play. So eventually, I found a group of people and started making conversation, just like the plan. After a bit of talking, I lured P402535 in my trap, and they had fallen prey to my scheme of becoming their friend, and they eventually friended me. They then told me to meet them at the club. So I went over there, and after getting lit at the club, I asked the question, "Do you want to play some card jitsu?" They said they'll play, but first I had to follow them. They told me to go to the stadium, and I just really wanted to play card jitsu at this point. But I went anyway. Once we got there, they asked to visit my igloo, and I agreed. So we went over to my igloo, and then they wanted me to buy a sofa. Like, oh my goodness, I didn't even care. At this point, I just bought the freaking sofa because I was so ready to play some card jitsu. After doing all that, I thought they were finally going to agree to play. And then out of nowhere, they just dropped this.
Do you want to be my boyfriend?
What?
And we play every day. My boyfriend.
I'm just trying to
That-
play card jitsu, dog.
So, safe to say that Club Demon is definitely not totally abandoned. Next up, we got Toontown. This one I remember quite fondly. And funny enough, I still have the password to my old Toontown account before the game got shut down in 2013. Luckily though, there's a fan-made version called Toontown Rewritten. But is it as active as the original, or did Toontown die when the game got shut down? Well, let's find out. I booted up Toontown and created a new character. I had to choose a name from the preset list, and I went with Dr. Pepper.
Hey, it's me, Dr. Pepper, from the hit drink, Dr. Pepper.
I joined the game and immediately noticed that this place was a ghost town. Like, there was literally nobody around, which I was kind of surprised by because this game was pretty big back in the day. While I waited for some players to show up, I decided to tackle my first
He's
two tasks.
67.
The first mission, defeat a cog, which are basically the bad guys in this game. The way you defeat them is by pranking them with things, like you can pie them in the face or just push them with a foot. And to get jelly beans, you have to play these mini games, which normally players, but since there's no one here, I have to play them. After I finished the mini game, I had enough jelly beans for some gags. So I went back and killed my first cog. I returned to headquarters for my next task, make a friend, which seems pretty impossible.
72.
I'm the only one here. I wandered into different buildings around the plaza looking for people, but all I found were my
73.
characters, and even they wanted nothing to do with me. After looking for way too long, I
74.
finally realized that I'm an idiot and I had been in a completely empty server.
Okay, then.
So I switched to one with more players, and man, this place was booming. I tried making conversation, but pretty much everyone I ran up to just ignored me.
Jojo.
I finally managed to track down this guy named Miracle Nugget, and we chatted for a bit.
This is
And
Jeff.
we even teased up with the key to car, but before I got a chance to
That bad.
he just left. So I came up with a new plan. In the game, you can throw parties. And I figured if I threw a party, the biggest Toontown party in history, what would happen to me? So I went to plan one, and apparently hosting a party costs 100 jelly beans. So I tried some mini games. After what felt like forever, I finally
84.
racked up 100 jelly beans and set my party time for 3:30, which meant I only had 15 minutes to invite as many people as
85.
I started going up to people and inviting them.
86.
Most of them said no, because I guess they're busy.
Yo, you want to come to my party? It's gonna be legendary.
87.
Please come, bro.
A few of them did say yes, though, and I told them to tell their friends because I wanted this party to be huge. And finally, the time came. I kicked off the party, and honestly, it was a bit overwhelming. It was just me and one other player named Max, and we were just chilling. But a few minutes later, more people slowly started to trickle in, and it started to feel like a real party. We started just running around for some reason, and then after that, we started just talking about life. Princess M was talking about how much books she reads, and I asked her,
92.
after talking for a bit, everyone got bored because really you can like buy really cool stuff for parties, like
93.
and stuff. But I couldn't afford any of that, so we were
94.
just hanging out in an empty field. I suggested we come up with a game to play, then someone said we should play Dr. Pepper Says, which is like Simon Says.
95.
Pepper, because that's my name in case you forgot. Everyone was actually at the and it got pretty intense. The gamer
96.
finally ended up winning. I asked him what he wanted to use,
97.
he said, classic gamer. So yeah, the party was surprisingly pretty wholesome, and I ended up running everyone there before logging off. So safe to say that Toontown is still alive and well.
Died.
This game came out in 2005, and it was a pretty cool concept because you would go buy these real life stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Each of them came
100.
with a tag that had a code that you put in, and you can use that stuffed animal in the game. And back in the day, this game was a huge phenomenon. Like millions of people played. It was big. It was a big game. But
Okay,
now,
to
the
leave now.
developers have kind of shifted focus